What I have listed here are what I see as several key supports and drivers for our work, and I'll talk about a few of these. First, I'll talk about the emergence of archival hubs, like the Rockefeller Archive Center, that house the collections of several philanthropic organizations. This may be something that's very new to you, but most foundations don't have the capacity to staff and manage their own archives, and have found that outsourcing their archives to an external center is not only more efficient, but it makes it easier for external researchers to access collections and evaluate the impact of our work over time. At the Ford Foundation, for example, one of our grantees is the Rockefeller Archive Center, and we have made grants to them to take custody of our archives and make them available to researchers all over the world, which amplifies the collections and makes them available to so many more than the Ford Foundation itself could possibly do. Born digital. This is something I know is familiar to everybody, but like everyone everywhere, foundations have to figure out how to store and process terabytes worth of digital records. And this is something that the Ford Foundation is very much involved in right now. We have access now to robust and affordable technology solutions, most significant of which is the maturing of robust grants management systems and cloud storage, which has enabled philanthropic organizations to safely and affordably store their growing collections of content. Next, I'll talk about the emergent culture of open data and open knowledge. The idea that information and its access should be standardized and made freely available has been an aspiration for philanthropy for many years. And you can imagine the challenges around standardizing when you consider thousands of organizations and their collections, all described with unique and highly specific vocabularies. So Ari's beautiful taxonomy does not map to Ford's beautiful taxonomy, does not map automatically to other sector-wide taxonomies, but this is something that we are seeing as an imperative for the sector. For example, philanthropy-serving organizations like Candid, formerly the Foundation Center, have been gathering and normalizing data from foundations and crosswalking their vocabularies for years, mostly manually, particularly up until about 20 years ago. But supported by maturing grant systems that facilitate data transfer to hubs like Candid, it's making it easier for foundations to participate in sector-wide data sharing endeavors. So this is something that is exploding. Public discourse. Foundations, like I mentioned, have an obligation to contribute responsibly to the public discourse. So we do this by maintaining an accurate historical record of our work. And this is especially important at a time when digital communications and social media platforms can be used to amplify information that's inaccurate or without proper context or simply untrue. And then lastly, the word transparency is commonly used in philanthropy. And in recent years, foundations have made very public commitments to being fully transparent about their work. Why? I think it's because there's a strong belief that transparency leads to more effective grant-making, collaboration, and eventually social change.